Y'all, we are getting played. We are getting finessed. Okay? The gig is up. The gig is up for sure. Like, for sure. But I'm gonna leave it up to y'all, man. Because once you have experienced a different way of life and a different way of living, then your perspective will be changed as well. It's not just me. This message comes from a million other people that has actually went outside of America and seen what other countries has to offer, okay? But until you go outside the country, you may be entitled to your own opinions. Welcome back to the channel. It's Tapped In Tevo. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, this is gonna be a good one today, y'all. So, I never thought that I would be here saying this, y'all, but Thailand has truly ruined America for me, man. Now, I know a lot of people gonna try to get offended, but before anybody get offended, I'm only saying that America is definitely not a bad country. I'm saying that after spending so much time in Thailand and then coming back to United States has been the biggest culture shock I've ever experienced, honestly. So what's crazy is, of course, I was born and raised here in America, bro. So this is always gonna be home to me. Always gonna be home. But after living on the other side of the world and experiencing a completely different lifestyle and culture, I started noticing things that really like I never paid attention to before, you know? So now that I'm back, bro, some things just hit so much differently. Okay, yes, a lot of things here definitely frustrates me. Some things make absolutely no sense at all anymore to me. And honestly, the biggest reason I'm still here is for family. That is really the only reason why I am in the States right now. It's strictly for family. If it wasn't for that, I would not be here right now. If my family wasn't here, this conversation might be very, very different. Believe me. So, in this video, I want to talk about the biggest differences I've noticed between Thailand and America and why being back has made it so hard for me, much more than I've expected, okay? So today I'm giving y'all 5 reasons why Thailand just hits way different than the States, and stick around for that last reason, because the last reason that I state is going to be the most important one that you do not want to miss, I promise. All right, so just getting into it, man. So day one coming back to the States, the first thing that I noticed when I landed back in America was the energy. So my first flight back into the States was in California. And I was in San Francisco, California, and I absolutely immediately noticed the difference in people's energy and my own energy as well. You could just see the energy all over everybody's faces, the attitude, confrontational energy, man. Just take it, just all throughout the airport. I instantly knew. I said, oh man, yeah, I'm back in the States. So the energy definitely feels much different here. The people in Thailand just seemed a lot more relaxed and chilled. They wasn't perfect, but they was a little bit more stress-free. Not completely stress-free, but a little bit more stress-free, much more relaxed. In America, it feels like everybody is always in a hurry. Everybody is always stressed. Everybody is frustrated. Everybody is always racing for times to go somewhere. Okay? You can literally feel it in the atmosphere when, like, you land here. Like, I instantly felt it in the atmosphere. People drive aggressively when it comes to them driving in cars. Road rage. It's a whole nother world, y'all. It's like I'm back to that old dimension, bro. So whenever you are flying, I can see why it's called an airport. And you have to have a passport to travel, because you are typically just truly going into a different portal, man. You're going into a different dimension when you travel across the world and visit these countries that a lot of us never got a chance to visit. So keep that in mind, man, because the energy shifts are truly different in these different countries, man. When I landed in Thailand, everything was a little busy, but at the same time, you could still slow down, you know? So, yeah, touching down in America, you can literally feel it in the atmosphere almost instantly. So, you can just see the stress levels on people. Everybody look frustrated. People drive aggressively. People always look exhausted. People seem mentally overloaded. When I was in Thailand, even in the busy cities, y'all, even in the busy cities, there was still a feeling that life could slow down still. All right. So back here, it just feels like life is constantly trying to speed up at all times, all the time. And if you don't, if you don't keep up with it, you will definitely get left behind here. And not even getting on the cost, bro. The cost of everything in the States compared to the cost of everything in Thailand. We already know this is a giver. So let's just talk about the money differences, okay? So because I know that this one is like what everybody is waiting on, the prices. So when you're living in Thailand, of course, everything in Thailand is cheap, okay? Then when you come back to America, the prices feel truly insane, man. Everything costs so much more money. From gas prices to food, to your rent, insurance, car insurance, parking. You got to pay for parking, subscriptions, taxes, convenience fees, processing fees, just fees on fees on fees, bro. It feel like every time you turn around, somebody is always trying to make some money from you in some type of way, but they do it in a strategic way that feels like it's supposed to be happening, which is not really how it's supposed to be, because around the world, it ain't happening like that, y'all. And even with my flight, y'all, even with my flight back into the States, when I flew from California to Charlotte, guess what I got on my flight? They gave me a soda, and I got to choose between some pretzels or some cookies, bro. That's literally it. When I was flying overseas, all the flights that I took overseas, I don't care if it was a 1 hour flight, 2 hour flight, whatever. They gave me a full course meal. They give you ice cream. They give you fruits. They give you a dinner roll. I had pasta, all you can drink wine. Bro, the whole 9 yards, y'all. The whole 9 yards. And this is just everybody on the flight gets these type of amenities. Everybody gets these things on flights. It don't matter if you flying economy, premium, or what. I can only imagine what first class people was getting. If I'm getting pasta, ice cream, all you can drink wine, and all this and that. Like, bro, soon as I get here, I get offered peanuts or pretzels. Like, come on, man. Like, we're cooked, y'all. We are cooked. America is really cooked, y'all. They've been lying to us all of this time, telling us that all these other places are third world countries. But once you step outside the country, you will honestly know the truth, y'all. It's not really that hard to see it, but it does take you taking some type of risk to go outside of here to be able to notice what's truly going on. When I was out in Thailand, I was able to go out, eat at good restaurants, and enjoy my life, enjoy feelings. You know, like every single activity that I did not drain the bank account. It barely even put a dent in anything. Like, it barely even put a dent in your pockets, man. So it's a huge difference. Back in America, it feels like you're in survival mode. And it's like you're always try to keep up. You're always trying to hustle to try to make sure you got some type of money coming in so that you can sustain yourself here. In Thailand, you don't got to do that. You can just wake up and do what you want to do. You can still, of course, you still got to work a little bit, but you don't have to work as hard. You don't have to work as long. And you will still be able to enjoy your money, and it'll go much farther than it will go here, for sure. The craziest thing that shocks me about the money aspect of both places is that in America, people have gotten so used to just being taxed on everything and being overcharged on everything that they don't even care anymore. Like, they don't even question it. They don't care. Like, it's crazy. But over in Thailand, once you start to pay these cheap prices, you be like, bro, I've been getting finessed all of this time, man. I've been getting finessed all of this time, y'all. Like, that's truly how I be feeling. Like, every single day when I wake up in America, I'm like, why would I continue to stay somewhere where I know I'm getting finessed? It just don't make sense, y'all. It just don't make sense. Getting on to the next topic, man. I would say the work culture is a bit different. The work culture is definitely a bit different. One thing that Thailand taught me is that life doesn't have to revolve around you constantly working, working, working. Now, in America, America has the mindset that your worth is connected to your productivity. Okay? So what you do, how much money you make, how many hours you work, how busy you stay, like a status quote or a status symbol or something like that. In Thailand, I saw people enjoying simple moments in their life, having conversations, eating together, being present in the moment. In America, it feels like we are constantly preparing for tomorrow and forgetting to enjoy today, bro. So it's like we're always so much on that loop or on that hamster wheel that we truly can't be in the moment because we're always trying to worry about the next day, to make it happen for the future. That's literally how they kind of paint this out to be. All right, so everybody is constantly chasing. Very few people are actually living. Very few people are actually living in America. The only people that's truly living is the rich and the wealthy people. Most people, there's literally a rich class and a lower class. It's like the middle class is being erased in America completely. So either you're gonna be rich here or you're gonna be always working trying to make ends meet. Okay, and that's just typically how the system got it here. Getting on my favorite subject about Thailand, y'all. My favorite subject about Thailand is probably, let's see if you guys know. And hey. Actually, if you are in this video right now and you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and like this video. Go ahead and like this video. It is free to like a video, y'all. So if I get 100 people to watch this video, 200 people to watch this video, it is free to like the video. I need to see the likes, man. Like the video. Like the video. Go ahead and do it right now. Give you 5 seconds. Like the video. All right. I appreciate y'all. I truly appreciate y'all for liking the video, okay? So now, let's talk about my favorite subject, y'all. Because y'all know, low-key at heart, I am a big back. I am a big back at heart, okay? So let's talk about the food, man. This definitely might upset some people, but after Thailand, America food hits definitely a little bit different, okay? And not in a good way, y'all. The American food does not hit in a good way. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. When I was in Thailand, I did miss eating soul food sometimes, like some good old macaroni and cheese, collard greens, cabbage, stuff like that. Because in Thailand, you might find some mac and cheese, but when it comes to collard greens, cabbage, cornbread, you're not gonna find it in Thailand. You're not gonna find it in Thailand. But as far as the quality and the healthiness of the food, man, Thailand is killing America. I mean, by a long shot. The freshness of the seafood, the freshness of just even chicken and stuff. I don't even condone eating too much meat, honestly, but I would say if you are vegetarian and you decide to eat, some chicken, some pack of pow chicken or something like that every once in a while, I wouldn't even be mad at you, man, because the food don't got all the GMOs, the chemicals, the steroids, the pesticides, and a million ingredients in it, how the food does here, okay? Even when it comes to a lot of the stuff at the gas stations, the ingredients that come in sodas and things like that just are totally different whenever you're in Thailand. So the food there is totally different, man. It's fresh fruit, street food culture, man. Oh my God. The street food culture in Thailand is amazing, man. Simple meals, and it's not overly processed or overly priced at all. So that's a huge thing that I love when I was out in Thailand, that I could go walk right down the street, down the corner, and go get a full meal for probably like $1, y'all. $1. And I'm talking about a meal that's good. Like, it's gonna fill you up. It's gonna be good. You might sleep good after you eat that meal. That's how good the food was, man. So here, if I go somewhere and get a full meal, I might at least have to spend $10 at least minimum, unless it's gonna be some trash food. Chipotle, whatever, like $12 a meal. $12 a meal. Then you gotta buy the drink separately. That's $13, $14. You get some chips or something like a side, $15. $15, y'all. I was only spending $1 for my meals in Thailand, bro. $1. $1. Like, you cannot argue with that. If you arguing with that, or if you trying to argue with that, you just a fool, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you can't argue with that. And it's a lot healthier. A lot healthier, a lot cleaner. There's nothing to talk about, twin. There's nothing to talk about, okay? So back home here, it feels like everything is extra price, extra costly. There too much ingredients, too much sugar, hella chemicals, and just extra everything, bruh. And I don't know. I know y'all gonna try to attack me in the comments about this, but listen, I wouldn't be saying this if it wasn't a fact, y'all. I done been in both places. I done seen the best of both worlds, man. And it's just the facts, y'all. It's just the facts, man. Now I would say the next thing on my list is probably gonna be freedom of time, man. Freedom of time. This is something that a lot of people do not talk about or don't care enough about. But time freedom, Thailand really made me realize how valuable time actually is, y'all. Back here, people spend so much time of their lives just commuting, working, trying to recover from work because they're so tired from all the hours that they work, preparing for work, and then doing it all again over and over the next days throughout the week, okay? So yeah, weeks become months, months become years, and before you know it, it's a whole decade that's done went by, and we realize how much time that we have actually spent living in this loophole versus having freedom for ourselves, man. So Thailand definitely reminded me that life is supposed to be experienced and not just endured, y'all. Experienced and not just endured. That's deep. That's truly deep. Make sure y'all remember that, man. Always make time for yourself. Always make time for what you want to do. If you go to work for 8 hours, because I know everybody can't just up and leave America because they got families. You know, they got things to handle. They got bills. They done got themselves in, you know, they got car payments, all of this other stuff, mortgages. So everybody just can't up and leave. But if you do work, if you do put in time consistently at a company for corporations, please don't ever forget about putting the same amount or more effort into yourself. Because me personally, when I was working in the States, at my previous job, I would always go to work, even work overtime, maybe 12-hour days, 13-hour days, 14-hour days. I would always still come home and work on some stuff for myself, bro. Like, you can never forget about yourself, because when you build yourself on the side, that's what's going to put you into a position to get out of that job. That's what's going to put you in a position to be able to escape the current reality that you're living in. But if you've never taken any time aside for yourself, then you're going to be stuck in the loophole. You might just have to quit and struggle a little bit, but to make that transition smooth, you always got to put time into yourself at the same time as you working. So if you working 8 hours, 10 hours a day, make sure you come home and give yourself some time too. Give yourself some time. Start that side business. Whatever it is that you want to do. You want to be a chef, start making cooking videos. Just whatever. Just put something into yourself always. Don't ever forget about yourself. One thing that I really truly miss about being in Thailand, man, is the connections with people, man. The networking in Thailand is so unmatched. It is so unmatched. In America, I feel like everybody seems very isolated. A lot of people stay inside. People definitely just kind of stay to themselves a lot of times. People are very cautious. And I can understand why people are much more cautious here, because it's just so much stuff that you got to worry about. You got a lot of crime going on. Got a lot of scam going on. And it's just so much. So some people, to avoid all of that, they just stay to themselves, stay indoors, go to work, come home, go to work, come home. And I can definitely understand why. But sometimes, man, it feels like that we've definitely forgotten how to simply be human with each other, honestly, man. So, Thailand, it definitely felt a lot more social, a lot more connected. Even the simple interactions just felt warmer and just more meaningful, y'all. And once you experience that type of consistency with networking, it's definitely something that you'll miss, man. Like, I would literally just wake up, go outside. If you see another Afro American in Thailand, no matter who you are, no matter if you know them or not, you're gonna always speak to them. Like, that's just how open it is in Thailand. Whenever you see someone else just like you, it's like, bro, we made it, man. We made it. It's like we made it. So the connections is just, it's endless amount of connections because it's constantly people traveling abroad and moving overseas, and you just meet so many people networking, man. So you will be surprised with how much you can learn, just from the networking avenue being out the country. And that could probably be for anywhere, man, besides just Thailand. That could be probably for the same in Japan, Vietnam, Malaysia, wherever it is. When you see someone that looks like you, I was dapping up everybody, man. Everybody give me the head. Nah, what's up, bro? Talk to you. What you been? Like, what you do here? You know, what you do for work? Like, the networking is endless, man. The networking is endless. And here, everybody is in a competition. Everybody is constantly in a competition. Don't nobody want to help the next man. Everybody gatekeeps how they get on. Like, it's a different world, y'all. It's just a different world. And let me say, this is the most top tier reason out of all the things that I have stated in this video. This is number one for me. Like, the mental peace, the mental clarity, that's the biggest one for me. Mental peace is everything. So, of course, in Thailand, man, everything is much more lighter. You feel a lot less distracted. You feel a lot less, what's the word? You feel a lot less emotional. Just everything here is just stressful. It's all stressful, man, because the society that we live in here in America, it creates a lot of stress just throughout the day-to-day life. Like, the way this system is set up, bro, is crazy, man. I don't know who designed this system, but they got it down to a T to keep people in the chokehold in a bad way here in America. But Thailand, bro, is just much more calmer. You much more present in the moment. You actually have room to think about what you want to do for the day. Like, simple things is that. Like, you can literally sit down and think about, dang, what I'm going to do today. What I want to do today. Here, none of that, bro. None of that. So here, you get the news being a bad influence to you. You got negative news constantly being broadcast, talking about this, talking about that, pandemics, wars, violence. You got politics. They always cramming politics down your throat. You got bills to always worry about. It's just pressure, 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 and stress, 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 bro. Everything is completely for your attention to be taken away, man. Thailand, it wasn't perfect, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm doing a lot of big talking on Thailand, but I will say it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it does supersede the reality here by far, y'all. By far. And it just gave me much more space, much more clarity, much more insight. Just a whole lighter experience, man. Just a whole lighter experience. So once you experience that kind of peace, bro, I'm at temples, y'all. I was going to temples. Y'all know y'all seen my videos. I'm at temples, taking my shoes off, just being in the moment, man. Being able to do stuff, riding elephants, y'all. I rode an elephant, bro. Riding elephants, feeding elephants. It just puts you in a whole different state of mind, y'all. Puts you in a whole different state of mind. So it's definitely gonna be hard for me to be here for the time that I'm gonna be here. Won't be long, y'all. It won't be long. So I'm definitely going back to Thailand. So just throwing it out there. I'm definitely going back to Thailand. I'm gonna surprise y'all when I get back there. I'm gonna surprise y'all. I'm not gonna tell y'all when I'm gonna go. Y'all just gonna be on my channel one day for a video drop, and boom, back in Thailand. But just getting into the part that people always ask me. So If Thailand is so great, Thailand is so good, why you come back? If Thailand is so great, why you here now? If Thailand is Thailand, why you back? Like, bro, I gotta be realistic, y'all. I gotta be realistic. The answer is definitely simple. I'm here because I have a child, I have a family, and that's it. Family. My family is here. Family, 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 right? That's exactly why I'm here in the States at the moment, okay? So the people that I love, all the people that I love, that I've been around my whole entire life, are here in the States, okay? That's why I'm here in the States. In Thailand, it can get a little lonely, bro. Like, I'm not a perfect human being. Like, I don't have it all figured out. So there was several days where I'm like, damn, I miss my mom. Damn, I miss my dad. Damn, I miss my daughter. Damn, I miss my cousins. I miss my aunts. I miss my uncles. Like, I'm a human being at the end of the day, y'all. So I have feelings. I have emotions. I go through stuff. Shit, I probably even dropped a couple tears, man. I ain't gonna lie. I probably dropped a couple tears when I was there, just on the simple fact of me missing my people, y'all. So that's why I had to come back for a little bit, y'all. I had to come see my people. All right. So no matter how amazing the country is, y'all, even if you experience this or if you took these trips, you're gonna be very lonely if you're by yourself, and you're gonna want to be around family sometimes, because you're gonna be thinking about those family cookouts that you're gonna be missing. Like, say for instance, Christmas came. Christmas, we always gather at my aunt's house, or we always gather, yeah, like I said, at my aunt's house. Everybody's there. All the cousins are there. So think about it. You have to experience your Christmas all alone. Alone. So it hits different, man. It definitely hits different with having family around, okay? So that would be the only thing that literally keeps pulling me back to the States, is just family, okay? Because if I was completely honest, if family wasn't a factor, y'all, I probably wouldn't spend much time here at all, because there's no reason to. It's just diabolical. It's diabolical. It's no point whatsoever. Like, I'm finessing myself, y'all. I'm finessing myself to be here. Like, because I know better. So I have to do better. If you know better, you got to do better. Ain't that what they say? You know better, you got to do better. All right. So don't get me wrong, though. America still has plenty of opportunities, y'all. America still has its advantages. America still has things that make it great. I will say what they say: make America great again. It can't compare, y'all. It can't compare, bro. They've been telling us lies, y'all. They really been telling us lies all of this time about America. Like I said, when I got on my flight back here, all I got offered was some peanuts or some cookies. Every single flight that I took overseas, I had a full course meal, bro. Full course meal, blankets. They gave me house slippers, all kind of shit, bro. They been lying to us. The malls overseas is 6 levels, 7 levels. It ain't no mall here in Charlotte that's over 2 levels, bro, or 3. No, 2. It ain't no mall in Charlotte that's over 2 levels, bro. Like, y'all, we are getting played. We are getting finessed. Okay, the gig is up. The gig is up for sure. Like, for sure. But I'm gonna leave it up to y'all, man, because once you have experienced a different way of life and a different way of living, then your perspective will be changed as well. It's not just me. This message comes from a million other people that has actually went outside of America and seen what other countries has to offer, okay? But until you go outside the country, you may be entitled to your own opinions. It's definitely going to change what you value. Your happiness is going to be way brighter when you do travel outside the country. And now that I'm back, I noticed things that I really just never noticed before, okay? Actually have a much more clarity on what I never noticed before. Like, that is a freaking big part of it, because of course before I left, I didn't know these things existed outside the country. But now that I'm back, I have a clearer eye. I have a third eye. I have a deeper vision to see what I never seen before while I was here, okay? So, and I know some of you maybe have experienced the same thing. Maybe you traveled somewhere completely changed your outlook on life? If you have, please let me know in the comments, what country did you guys travel to, or what other countries made you feel this way about the comparison between the states, okay? And please, y'all, we here to discuss. We not here to bash each other, man. I want this to be a positive space, a positive environment on my channel. So don't tear nobody down in the comments. We all here learning. We all living life. And we all just trying to help the next person. So with our own experiences. So this is my experience on me coming back to the States after being in Thailand for 7 months. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please like, please comment, and yeah, let's get the discussion started in the comments, man. I'll see y'all there.